Hey Cancer, how are you? This is Mary Ellen. Welcome to my channel. We're here, my guides and I, to stream some channeled messages about your life path for the month of July. And we're going to take a look into the energy that's swirling around, available to you to sort of draw from as you navigate the things and the energies, the frequencies, the light codes, the astrology, all the things that are affecting your walk, including your literal destiny, from the point of view of your soul trajectory and how that plays out in your human life. So, first up, look at that. Jaguar. Numerologically adds up to a 6. That means you're on a new foundation. If you haven't seen the last couple months, especially last month, go watch it. Because there's a platform, my guides are saying that's a platform for what is going to unfold for you over the summer. Jaguar is about cleaning up things that are meant to no longer exist. Disturbed energy, all kinds of things. My guides are saying the word carrion, things like that. So something's happened. The process that's going on in your life does bring forward a continuation of the massive change in attitude, in life abilities, and in the choices that you desire to make. Everything has changed for you, Cancer. It continues to unfold. So I love that. That's a very powerful energy. And look at that, the shaman's rattle, adding up to a 7. You're definitely moving the energy forward. So the sacred shaman's rattle gives you a continuation of the shamanic gifts that started unfolding from within you last month. Always make sure to go look at your favorite astrologer to understand what your energy is doing and therefore what's available to you, and the rationale a little bit for why you feel the way you feel and why you desire the things you desire, how things unfold for you. It completely depends on your astrological chart, because that describes your sacred strings of energy, your light codes, your frequency, all those things. So something phenomenal continuing to unfold, and you have the ability to shake the rattle, to bring things into fruition, and also to let them go. While this process is taking you forward, this is the card that indicates your chakra. My guys just said, there's your people, Cancer. The creatures of the ocean that carry the ancient information. Whale is known as a swimming library, so we have whale and dolphin here. So perhaps a return to joy. When we talk about the sacral chakra, we're talking about your intentions. You've come to ground somehow, and you've had a very deep psychic awakening. It's continuing this month. Now it is affecting your ability to feel secure and to feel the beginning of the stirrings of creation. Something new that's coming forward. I love that. So the theme that my guides want to speak with you about is this. So again, look back at the readings. A deep psychic experience of some kind, spiritual, if you will, the third eye, staying in that realm, to travel there. And you're traveling a lot this month. There's a lot of shift and change coming forward. This is technically the 6 of Cups. So in traditional tarot, people interpret it as the desire to give love, tenderness, perhaps connections with people from another time, some nostalgia. We see this person has a stone upon his heart. He was an initiate, and the initiates would sit at the feet of the master, take up the teachings, and then go into a sacred hut, plunge themselves into darkness for 24 hours. At the end of that time, while they were out in the universe collecting whatever messages or connecting with the people that they wanted to connect with on that level, they would again sit at the foot of the master and tell the tale of what their visions were about. So we see a lot of aspects. What I believe by looking at the cards that have come out is that you're on a dual process this month, has something to do with love, something to do with your partner, perhaps with a soulmate, somebody from your past, somebody from another lifetime that may show up. So heads up, my guides are saying. So under that sort of umbrella of this great internal process that has everything to do with your energy, we see you showing up in your own reading. There you are, Cancer. The Chariot, the mover of energy. So this is a continuation again from last month. There's the Great Mother. We see perhaps the feminine energy of love, the love element, water, activated and continuing to move in your life. My guides are saying bringing the tides, carrying things away, delivering things to you both. So there's something perhaps that you're feeling nostalgic about, or some kind of literal psychic vision or download, a astral travel, could be any of those things. You tell me, drop me some messages and let me know how these months are affecting you. What is it that's changing inside of you that causes this kind of display to come forward? Because you are consciously moving yourself forward while reviewing the past. That's part of what's going on, I believe, given all the energies at play. So in your human walk, the changer of truth. Do you recognize that? That's the Tower card. Very intense male energy. Endings that you will bring forward because something about your truth is changing, and you are intent on moving this forward, this life, my guides are saying, your life, in order to let go of that which no longer serves you. Might be a person, might be a job, could be the way you're handling a situation. Something inside of you changes. The truth of your nature changes, and therefore the truth of many things in your life, your realizations, my guys just said, your rationalizations, you want to be done with it because you want to be on a new foundation. And what's going to be experienced is this great journey. That's the Knight of Wands, who responds to the impulses coming through from his guides, the universe, things like that. And when the energy is stimulated, the light codes, your DNA codes, the spiritual activation that you're feeling, that you're actually literally going through, it's going to send you into an impulse of some kind. And you will not hesitate. And like the Knight of Wands, you will speed forward in the direction that you're meant to go, and you will know without a doubt, because the changer of truth is here. And there's nothing holding you back anymore. That's part of what this is about, given your history and the readings that have come out over the last year. So where's this guy going? Straight there. I love this. With, my guides are saying, like with prejudice, there's just zero hesitation. Look at that. The woman of skill. So we have the warrior of skill and the woman of skill. This is a yin-yang representation. Your male energy sends you forward into the sacred feminine portion of your being, because it is from there, the All-Mother, the sacred feminine force of the universe, the void, out of which all things arrive. Again, you see the activation? Those are your light codes, pardon me. Those are your light codes. That's within you. We're seeing the illustration externally. You are holding the sacred spool of destiny because you've been given this. All you need to do is wield it. My guides are talking about images of sacred ceremonies, things like that. So if you feel the urge, do it. Buy yourself a rattle. You can probably get one, beautiful one, online. And take it up in a shamanic way to clean up whatever mess is left behind from that life that you're leaving behind, because I really believe you're going to do it. This is a well placed moment for the Tower card to come up when all of this shamanic energy is in the air. And you have to clean it up in order to be able to hold the spool of your destiny and wind it around, connect it to your light codes, to your frequency, to your desires that arise up out of those places in your life, and activate, clean out, utilize the water element, the desires connected to the second chakra. It's going to be another wonderful month for you, Cancer. So when this moves and shakes, thank you, Spirit. They're talking about moving and shaking. Yeah, shake things up. July is going to be a month where things are going to be released. Definitely, you're shaking. My guides are showing me, like if you take an old carpet that's been in a room a long time, and you go outside and you just shake the dust out of it. That's what's happening to your life. We know this to be true because of this. That's exactly what you're going to experience. A sudden elopement of knowledge, because you've been working on this for a long time. This is about achieving mastery after putting in a lot of hard work. It's the Eight of Pentacles. So you're working on something, and it's going to bring a lot of change, sustained change throughout the month of July, until you learn and you master what it is you're desiring. In this fairy tale, it's about sudden, rapid change, a lot of shape-shifting. Do you see the bowl? Look at the bowl, the cauldron, whatever you want to call it. So there's something that's being given to you by virtue of the work that you've done, because it reaches a moment when sort of like critical mass, and then all of a sudden the Big Bang happens. And the Big Bang might be a realization that causes you to let go of your old conditioning. I like that. Something. So this process has been going on because we started the reading and we're talking about nostalgia. Going back in time. You might have a previous life transition, my guides are saying. All kinds of things indicated here. A lot of moving energy, a lot of moving thoughts, and some desires to move things forward and to bring change. Very clearly, for some of you, it's going to be in the realm of love. So something's ending. Might be the way you do your relationship. Might be a relationship, might be your job. It's another kind of big bang of a year. There's a lot. As we all know, look at all the chaos that's going on in society. More evidence of Pluto just really testing all of us. So for you, the way this plays out, I just want to show you. I will post a picture of the cards on the community tab. That's how it plays out. Let's see if I can. There, look at that. A tragedy. Some tragedy that happened that brought something forward in a shocking, perhaps anticipated way. This is about your soul journey. The next three cards. So, star-crossed lovers, Nine of Swords, staying up all night in a state of high anxiety, not able to deal with the impact of whatever this was. A story about lovers that were forbidden. They ran away together. The dad of this woman was a king. He wanted his daughter back. So he offered them amnesty and said, come back, we'll deal with it. I forgive you. I just don't want to lose you out of my life. So they made their way back, and of course they were ambushed, and her lover was killed. So something happened to a love relationship. Some of you may have had a literal tragedy in your life, and if so, I'm really, really offering you my love and compassion. I understand, have been through things like this. This woman, when her lover was ambushed, rather than returning home, in defeat, my guides are saying. She threw herself off a cliff. It's a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet story. So there really might be a story in her life about love that didn't work out, that felt like a soul factor tragedy for you. It impacted your soul so deeply. So you might have been carrying this across the universe, beautiful Cancer, for a long time, maybe eons. And maybe now this too can be rectified because you are being made clean. Thank you, Spirit. Hang on. You are being made clean. Picking the flesh off the bones of that which is no longer alive, basically. Cleaning in all the ways that the animal world would do it. So while you're cleaning, do whatever you need to do to clear out your second chakra. Please, because there's a lot of value in that place for you. So these are all the tools you have for this process to come forward. And I love that you are moving it forward. Your card is here, Cancer, the mover of energy, the Chariot. I love this. This is the adventure you're going on. I think the more streams through about this, I think this is the month of July. A huge portion of your month is going to be taken up with this so that you can reclaim your destiny. And your cleaning is going to be right down to the foundation of something that is either has happened earlier in your life or in another previous lifetime. Some tragedy that brought you forward into this lifetime. And you're still carrying the energetics of that. It's interesting because for a whole year I was talking about difficulties in life experience, in self-identity, a lot of unhealthy energies, etc. So I like that once you have broken through, which you did last month, now you're going to cleanse yourself and let go of this. Because don't worry about it, Cancer. Yeah, you're going to have to touch it. You are. In fact, last month, did we talk about touching death? I think we did. Just see how deep the tragedy was for this woman. She begins to transform. Her hair turns blue. She rips her clothing. And she says prayers over her lover. And she offers up the tragedy to bring forward what is meant to come, asking for help. Very interesting story. Look. So, my guides want me to remind you. I'm just going to show you this line so you understand visually for yourself, okay, what's happening. A lot of something really difficult. And then this. Here's the next line. Remember your energy? You're literally at the center of the reading. And some impulse is sending you forward to clean something, to correct something, to let it go maybe, forever. There it is. See? Dialogue of art. A dialogue about love. That's the Two of Cups. So when the full moon comes, because you are a water baby, pay attention to your emotions, to your thoughts, to your desires. When the full moon comes, I think I said new moon. So the whole situation is going to be cleaned. It's going to be healed. It's going to be cleansed. The energy is going to return to a place of healing, sharing energy, flow, if you will. This is about, I think her name is Gwydid. I can never say the ancient Celtic names. So this is Merlin. Euphemistically, I'll put it this way. He had PTSD in a way that was severe. He couldn't function. So a lot of his soul tribe reached out to help him in many ways. His sister was very devoted to him. She built him this tower. So he would have a place to reside. Many windows, a lot of different perspectives to utilize to look out upon the world so that he could remember himself. She sent him a lot of healing energy. That's what the Two of Cups is about. Sharing energy for the purpose of offering healing Okay, my guys are saying attachment. Through the attachment of love energy. This story, ooh, I'm getting choked up now. This story, you will finish it. If it is something that you're carrying forward through your life, something that has recreated itself in your life this time around, or something that just gives you, you don't even know, but you have this horrible feeling about love in your life, or you've not been successful, these things can haunt us. We can carry these energies forward across, okay, my guides are saying timelines, across timelines, meaning multiple lifetimes, in order to heal them. And Cancer, it looks to me like that's what you're doing. It brings me a great sense of relief because the readings over the last year have been really difficult, and I couldn't figure out what the hell you were doing. And I think I said as much many times. This is what you were doing, Cancer. And forgive me for having little faith. Sometimes we don't see until the moment arrives, right? Obviously. So there's something that you're healing from a past life. You may have seen the reflections of it in this life. You may have recreated it somehow, or it may have come back to you for healing and transition and renewal so that you can get your destiny back. I love this. Perfect. So in the light of that, remember that, okay? Then we had, pardon me, then we have this on a soul level. So that's that line of cards. You're going to get your destiny back. That is why you're going out. I feel certain now that the channeling has come through. This is so beautiful, Cancer, so deeply beautiful. That's the Seven of Cups. The adventure of art. A lot of choices have come to you. You've made a lot of choices. You may have felt confused about choices in love. You may have not known which way to turn because of overwhelm and confusion. You may not have been able to make the choices that you would have liked to make. Destiny is turning now. You've activated on a soul level this destiny. And you're taking it up for real. You're going to get your groove back. This person was the storyteller, the sacred cantor in a tribe. He was the one who held the memories. Thank you, Spirit. He held the memories, the oral tradition. And he would tell poems and tell the stories and sing the songs. A war came. His instrument was targeted and stolen from him. Something bad happened. And everything was crippled. And there was confusion. Nobody knew what to do. And it was his job to go and get the instrument back. And so he traveled mysteriously under cloak during the night to the enemy encampment. And he just sat outside where they couldn't see him and started to chant and pray and sing the songs and tell the stories contained in the harp. That's a harp. And eventually, it just floated up into the air. And because it was dark, nobody noticed, and it just returned to him. And he put it under his cloak, and he walked it home. Whew, getting choked up. That's a really deep story about something real. My guides are saying this is something real. It may not be true for all of you. This is something that is universal within the Cancer energy. So I'm here to talk about how do we develop as a class of beings here in this place with all of this soul destiny that brings to us who we are, why we are, what's my purpose, what's my mission, all those things. It's a lot of things. There's always a center piece as we go through each month. So this is truly beautiful. I want to congratulate you, Cancer. Wow, look at that. You're going to be successful. Okay, hang on a second. Remember that? So this is a journey, a very fateful journey. It's definitely a shamanic journey. You've been shape-shifting, I think, for many lifetimes, Cancer, many of you. And now you have the ability to take care of cleansing that which has been causing all this disturbance. So go straight for it. You're walking out into the next part of your soul destiny. You're going into the sacred bowl exactly for cleansing and renewal. This is the Fool card. You're going to put your hands, your faith, into the universe. Whatever's sacred in your life, however you describe it, however you experience it. I'm not attached to a form or a particular faith or any of those things. I just understand because it's the kind of vision that I have. When people come to me for a healing or a reading or etc., this is the kind of journey we take. Let's look into your soul's trajectory and find out what's going on so that you can take the next step in your life. And a lot of people say, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I can't make my life move. There's a reason for that. So stop doubting yourself. Understand even the difficulties have a purpose, right? Some kind of Kundalini awakening. Your energy, your light codes along your spine. And you're going to go through that portal, this one. You're going through a portal. I like it. Into the past. Somehow. It has something to do with the past. In order to turn destiny and begin again with joy, with clarity, with purpose, all those kinds of words. I love it. So I'm going to pick for you from the runes, and we'll just see what the runes have to say about this energy that's coming forward. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. So that's a rune for wholeness. Swells, I believe. So I'm going to read it from the book because I want you to hear it. It's important, especially in light of all the cards that came out and all the words that came out of me. Yeah. It's always hard for me to tell. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Amazing. Okay, the rune for wholeness. Love this. I'm going to put it here. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Whew, boy, my guides. It's funny, I've been saying this every month for 5 years now, going on 6. But they know. I don't know how it streams through me. People ask me, and my answer is, I don't know. It's just what I experience. So here's what you're going to experience. Let's see if I can straighten this up for you while I read, okay? So this is the rune for wholeness. Life force energy. The lightning strike. The sun's energy. Swells stands for wholeness. That which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path that you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. There's the impulse. That's what's happening. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest. My guy just said eternal quest. And yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what by nature you already are. Wow. It's giving me a chill because it's driving the impact of the reading deeper for me. There's been a lot of self-doubt, perhaps. So become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Thank you, Spirit. I like it. This is a rune of great power. Express your new form in some creative way. This rune makes life force energy available to you, and it marks a time for regeneration right down, thank you so much, to the spiritual level. Pardon me. The book said cellular level. My guides took over my tongue because they want to double down on that piece of the message. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Although this rune has no reverse position, there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you spend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat into strength, a voyage inward, for centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. So for me, this is just resounding all through the reading. This kind of retreat. Go inward, be with yourself. There's no reason not to. So Swello counsels opening yourself up and letting light into a part of your life that has been secret, shut away, shrouded. To accomplish this may call for profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied, whatever that is. Your own energy, I think, maybe your own desires. There is a prayer known as the Gayatri that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. The tradition is to face the sun and recite, "You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work." There's something about the Cancer energy that is being released that has been bound, shrouded in darkness until now. It is meant to come forward now, like the rays of the sun, to help with the transition, hopefully to help us as a class of beings transition out of the massive chaos and the massive amount of violence that we're seeing all around us. So while reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, and then streaming out from your heart's center back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. Practice the art of doing without doing. Psychically, aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Meditate on the Christ's words, "I can, of my own self, do nothing." For by our own power we do accomplish nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. So I just want to interject one of the things that I've learned, because I've had a lot of soulmates, I've had a lot of quantum partners, I've had a lot of what people would call twin flame relationships or encounters. Let's say encounters. And eventually, when I learned, my guides are saying, when I learned how to do that, to navigate that, I came upon the notion that exactly that. It was the universe, the sacred realm, the void, source energy streaming into me with a massive amount of love. That's how it feels to us in our human bodies. And it was not for me. It was meant to be delivered to the person standing in front of me. And when I started doing that, my life changed entirely. And that was the moment that I graduated from my current college class and, in life, in energy management, things like that. And I was released from Moonrise Cottage. Massive change is coming. I love this for you, Cancer. Have a wonderful month of July. I look forward to seeing you again, Goddess willing, in the month of August. I will be in another location by then, and I will do my best to check in with people while I'm traveling. I'm just in the month of June. I'm finishing releasing my possessions so that I can be fully free in order to move forward. Similar way, free of the energy that it brought me in such a beautiful, majestic way into the moments that I have experienced just recently released. So I see the other signs are going through similar things. Doesn't mean you have to give all your stuff away and move away. It just means that something similar in your life is moving, and you will take it up in whatever way works best for you. All right. Thanks, Cancer. I enjoy spinning out the story of your energy because